The diddler just can't catch a break these days. And now, Terrence Howard just blew the lid off. He exposed the downright disgusting stuff Diddy pulled on him, and Bryshere Gray too. But wait, it gets even darker. Turns out they weren't the only ones. Diddy and his freak parties allegedly treated several young black men like toys. Buckle up, because Terrence's bombshell interview with PDB ? It started off real chill until it turned into an emotional bloodbath. Terrence wasn't just gossiping. He was straight up venting, like your drunk uncle at the cookout spitting truth after 2 Hennies. He was asked why so many celebrity lives end in tragedy. And Terrence? He didn't sugarcoat a thing. He said the industry will chew you up, spit you out, and leave you for dead. He dug deep into the pain that creatives suffer, the toxic shame, the heartbreak that Hollywood forces down your throat.
So much to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're gonna go too far, you know?
And then Terrence hit us with that real pain, the kind of pain you can't fake, the kind that comes from watching people lose themselves for a tiny slice of fame. He spoke about legends who didn't survive it, like Philip Seymour Hoffman and Heath Ledger, guys who won awards but suffered beyond belief behind closed doors.
Knows what Heath had to do in order to get to where he was at. There's a lot of things that...
And then, the gut punch. Terrence said something that made everyone's jaws drop. He talked about losing your man card. And no, he wasn't talking about some dumb toxic masculinity nonsense. He was talking about losing your soul.
Sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. You know, but when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What does that put in my life?
You give up your ability, your right to be a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card.
And then, boom, he dropped Diddy's name. Terrence started hinting that people who went to Diddy's parties, they thought they could just forget about it. But karma doesn't forget. And now, they're stuck facing the ugly consequences of what went down at those freak shows.
I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffin parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. To have a greater desire than being a man.
Then Terrence spilled the real story. Apparently, Diddy once asked him to coach him on acting. Terrence was like, bet, let's get it. But when he showed up, there was no script, no plan. Just Diddy sitting there, staring at him, giving off serious creep vibes. Another time, Diddy called Terrence to listen to his music. Same weird, skin-crawling energy. Then, Diddy's assistant started hitting up Terrence, saying, you should come back and hang out. It was Terrence's own assistant who finally said it flat out. Yo, Diddy's trying to get with you. And in that moment, all those weird vibes made sickening sense. Terrence did what any man with dignity would do. He ghosted Diddy cold.
Started me for weeks asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at it. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. He's sitting there, just looking at it, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to. That's what my assistant said. I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off.
Because let's be real, that wasn't an acting lesson. That was a casting couch setup with bottle service. And here's where Terrence really opened up. He wasn't the only one they tried it with. He was just one of the few brave enough to say no. He exposed how nasty some producers get, and he made it crystal clear. He was ready to knock out anyone who tried him.
There's coming to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're gonna get a real reaction.
And guess what? It cost him everything, his whole career. Because in Hollywood, you say no to the wrong people, and they blacklist you for life. But Terrence, he stood tall. He said he doesn't bend over for nobody, doesn't take gay roles just to fit in because his man card, his dignity, meant more than any paycheck.
Businesses, because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that because the man card means everything.
Now, some folks might get mad about this, thinking he's being homophobic, but that's not it. This wasn't about judging others. It was about refusing to betray himself. And honestly, considering everything that's come out about Diddy, can you even blame him? Terrence made it loud and clear. He wasn't the only victim. There were so many other young black men, used, discarded, and left to pick up the pieces of their broken dreams. And one of those boys? Bryshere Gray, the young star who played Hakeem on Empire. Terrence tried to protect him, but the system, it already had him in a chokehold. Bryshere was once on top of the world. Now, forced to do gay adult films just to survive. Heartbreaking.
Just what's bothering me is that being a celebrity sometimes comes with, like, everybody wants to be successful in a celebrity and stuff like that, but it comes with, you know, sometimes, and you know, that's the only thing that I hate about it.
Jaguar Wright, she was the first one to blow the lid off. She didn't just accuse Diddy, she dragged Will Smith into the mud too. Jaguar claimed that Bryshere was soul-snatched in the worst ways imaginable, and that they made sure he could never speak out. Even worse, Jaguar said it all happened in front of Jaden Smith and Justin Combs, and it was all caught on tape.
Trying to sleep him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present that.
Jaguar didn't hold back. She was on fire, dragging Diddy, dragging Will, and worst of all, calling out Bryshere's own mother for allegedly selling him out for a fake book deal that went nowhere.
I'ma kick you in your in and I'ma go to work North Philly style. And Charlie, you happy now? He's a gay star. Are you happy now, Andy? For a book that didn't.
She even accused Bryshere's mom of letting Will Smith do the unthinkable and letting shady managers pump him full of drugs, painting a horrific picture of a young boy betrayed by the one person who should have protected him the most.
Came to me and begged me for my help. I told her to get the fuck away from Charlie. I did everything that I could to get Bryshere, to help her get Bryshere out of California into Chicago safe to be ready for filming. She knew she knew what Will did to him. Because of Charlie, see? And Charlie had promised her all kinds of things. And all she had to do was pretend to be a broken down single mom who worked her way up through the ghetto and raised a superstar for television, when the truth is, she wasn't nothing but a dealer.
And trust, the internet is shook. One commenter said, Terrence Howard needs to tell his truth. Another said, his body was used by powerful men. And another chimed in with the 3 truths of Hollywood. 1, they call you crazy. 2, the truth comes out. 3, I believe Jaguar Wright. And honestly, can you even blame them? Diddy making a pass at Terrence Howard? Diddy and Will Smith destroying Bryshere's life? We want to hear what you think. Drop your thoughts down in the comments. And don't miss the next video, because it's even crazier.